Nguyen's. Michelle says that her family teases her for having thick legs like a boy, but really, she is the perfect autumn night sky trapped in a woman's body. When she laughs, you feel night wind blowing through leaves, making them blush and change color. When she laughs, you feel the breath of stars and lunar eclipses under her eyelids. Johnny dances to songs he half understands. His hairstyle's like 1.5 decades out of style, man. And maybe, brother, you can just button up that silk shirt you're wearing, like 1 or 2 buttons more, please, brother. But he's just spent 10 hours today under cars at his job, fixing them up for people who assumed his gook ass was sabotaging their good old American steel as much as he was fixing them. So who the fuck are you to tell him anything about the way he dances? Viet is, as her name suggests, Vietnamese as fuck. She only eats Vietnamese food, watches Vietnamese films, speaks fluent Vietnamese, reads Vietnamese literature, hangs out with Vietnamese people, only dates Vietnamese people, and is bisexual so she can be attracted to twice as many Vietnamese people. She drives a Korean car, which is not Vietnamese, but as close as she can get. Dottie tattoos Hai Ba Chung on her shoulders in the hopes that those legendary, okay, you guys know who Hai Ba Chung are? You know, the 2 Vietnamese sisters who overthrew Chinese colonial rule, like led a revolution to overthrow the Chinese and declare themselves empresses. They ride on back of elephants, and legend has it that most of their generals were also Vietnamese women. Actually, I read this legend that one of their generals was this woman who was pregnant on the battlefield, and she was fighting, and she gave birth on the battlefield, and she got up and kept fighting. I was like, God damn! Like, chill out, man, have a baby. You know? Take a couple days off, Vietnamese people, chill. Chill, okay, anyway. Oh God, okay, too much coffee. Dottie tattoos Hai Ba Chung on her shoulders in the hope that those legendary, heroic sisters will help her shoulder the weight of this world. She publishes zines, shouts perfect English into bullhorns, signs her name on so many different political petitions that they cause all of them to blur together, while she wonders how her family is doing since they kicked her out of the house. Hui's real name is Hui, and he tells you he may be a descendant of the Nguyen kings, but he's all queen, baby, recognize. He's been on his feet at his job at the casino all day, sliding cards like they're ninja stars across green felt tables under these old Asian faces. Their dreams of fortune crash with the gentle sounds of playing cards flipping on their faces. Bok Chum doesn't reply when you say come home for your bowl of pho because it's just her in this place every goddamn day from 9 a.m. to midnight. So it's her right to take your money and give you your basil mint, beans, brown lemon platter, and hate your fucking guts from the safety of her kitchen. Thuy's daddy is a Buddhist, and her mama's a Catholic. And tonight she's holding up a rum and coke and toasting to non-denominational sin, baby. No, she would not like to dance with your goofy-looking ass, but thank you for asking. She is in this club to be seen and to chain smoke American spirit cigarettes like the burning embers are beacons to paradise, dangling just out of reach at the tip of her nose. And her best friend, Vin, sits with her like he does every night. And though he wishes he could be a cigarette filter so he can know the stain of her lipstick kiss, he says nothing. He's given up on this love shit. But he has not given up on drinking. And tomorrow he'll wake up, and though fully clothed, he'll find a bunch of dollar bills stuck in his underpants. And he won't remember how they got there. It's a true story, be careful. Last name, Nguyen, all of them, they're not related, but they're more related than any of them will ever know. Their last name is not Nguyen, actually it's Tran. It's Bui, it's Fan, it's Nguyen, it's Nguyen, it's Phi. And they're pissed off that this poem suggests that they're not Vietnamese just because their last name is Nguyen. They sell cars in Orange County. They sell shoes in Queens. They hustle from White Bear Lake to Frogtown, Minnesota. They bring Bao Phi out to Missouri. They trawl their way into your heart through Virginia and Texas. They lost everything to Katrina in New Orleans. Fight for their lives every day in Boston. They bake mango cheesecakes in Oakland and San Francisco. Where they live affects how they feel about the weather and whether or not they say yes when you ask them to step out of the front door for some karaoke or late night Chinese food. They sneak banh mi sandwiches into bad movies. They don't see themselves on that big screen enough to dream to be up there. They gamble too much, and they smoke too much, and they look great when they play billiards, and their feet hurt, and they've been working all day, and they are none of your motherfucking business. There are one story for every Vietnamese body, one song for every voice that sings. Every Vietnamese name is like a tattoo we all wear, proud, burst of color. We dig deep into our skin.